start with
You gotta say what you got first.
one plate. I'm going to take my loop, and notice how I made my loop so when I press down, the edge of it drags. Okay, I don't want it to be longwise dragging, or it'll cut into the auger. I'm going to heat it up till it's red. And the first time I might go all the way up to the barrel, not to get the barrel part red because it'll never get red, it's too big. But you want to make sure it's thoroughly clean or it'll contaminate what you're doing. And then I like to take it and open up the plate and sizzle it in some spot where nothing's growing. Hear that sizzle? Mm-hmm. Cools it down so it won't kill the bacteria on contact. Now I'm going to take and touch one colony and only one colony and get a little bit of bacteria. Okay. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do my first transfer. I'm going to start here and go back and forth. About 8 or 9 times. And I'm going to stop. I'm going to rotate it. Flame this. Sizzle it. Go back through the zones I just did at least once. You can go back through twice. You're picking up bacteria and then go back and forth outside of that zone. Rotate it. Sizzle it. You have to try and avoid gouging your auger. It's kind of hard, but if you're holding it on the edge like this, you're less likely to do it. My last zone was right here, so I'm going to go back through it. If you look real carefully, can you see the lines? Mm-hmm. So rotate it again. Sizzle it. In so I don't repeat myself. Can you see where I just went? That's my 4th zone. The whole middle is blank.
Turn it towards the camera.
Okay, the middle is going to be my last zone. Okay, we all want to make a 5. If I see 5 good zones, no contamination and isolation of pure colonies, get a 5. Now this is the 4th zone I'm passing through. Go through it twice, and then that blank in the middle, just zigzag down from top to bottom. You see how I did that? Now I made a few slight gouges, and that's, as long as you don't have chunks missing, it's hard not to, with a sharp edge, not to leave a mark. Now that was my first one. We'll set that aside. Now I'm going to go over there. Make sure this is nice and hot. Burning off any residue of the other bacteria. Sizzling again. Did I say this is the one I was going to use?
Yeah. That's for the E. coli?
Yes, that's okay.
I have a lot here. Now, in a week from now, when you look here, the first zone where the bacteria is really heavy is going to look like you drew bacteria on with a magic marker. Each zone is going to get progressively lighter and fainter until it has just little dots of individual colonies. And that's what you're trying to do, is isolate pure individual colonies. See the faint lines I left? You see the faint lines?
Oh, wow, I can't see it.
And you tilted to
At the right angle of the light I can see they're right there. So I'm going to go back through those faint lines twice. And then not go back through them again. So that's my 3rd zone, head to my 4th zone. How many zones we want?
5.
5 to make a 5. Now, in the video, they called it a quadrant Z-streak because they did 4 zones. So what would be the word for 5 zones?
We got a quadruple. No, not quadruple.
Pentate. Now, in my last zone. And I fill the whole plate. Look at the marks.
Yeah.
See? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 in the gap.
Yeah, I see. You got to tilt it this way.
It around.
Can I touch? Can't touch.
She wore gloves.
Okay.
Can you see how there's 5 zones?
Okay, I can see a little bit there.
Okay, that's it. You got to do 2 of these. Now, next week, I'll grade your best one. Don't